Hey guys, Brie here. So we are going to do this fun little try me kit here. We've got Snoopy sitting on the doghouse, and then we have this fun drop-in frame. So let me show you the drop-in frame. It comes with 3 of these boards, okay? So these boards are pretty thick. It's like a cardboard, but it's got what is it called? Like a chalk suede feel to it. So there's 3 of them. They come together. You can put them all in there. They'll stay just like that. Or I have an option for an acrylic add-on piece. Okay, so we're going to be using the acrylic today. 1 acrylic with 1 of these fits fine if you need the white background, or you could just leave the 1 acrylic in there. Okay, so we're going to test that out today. Just wanted to jump on here. I teach Zumba tonight, so I will not be available later on. So we're on early today. We've got a couple of errands to go and run. So let's see. Let me get this sent over in our broadcast channel real quick. Let me know if you guys are on early. Just happened to run into you. Yay! Thank you. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Sonia and Kimberly. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up and let's see what is in the bag. And then I'll let you know the extra stuff that I wanted to add in here. So it's going to come with, there is a how-to little video there. There is this transfer here. Okay, it's just called Snoopy. Then you've got the pack of 3 inserts. You have a mini squeegee and black paste. Okay, so all of this comes in there, as well as your frame. Okay, so this is just the frame by itself. Then you'll add the inserts and put them in here in that little slit. Okay. All right. Hello. Yep, there's the message. I know, I just sent it. Okay, so I'm going to save this aside because I already have black. Okay, but I did put in there some options for you. So all of that comes in the kit, and then I put in like 4 extra colors that you might want if you end up doing the acrylic option. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that. But let's get started. I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to set that aside. Let's go ahead and open up our thing here. Okay. So I've got our frame. I'm going to take one of our inserts. Okay. And then I'm going to take our transfer here. And do I have an... I do. Right here. All right, I'm gonna place this on our fuzzing cloth just for a little bit. Ooh, Sherry's in Italy. Ooh, how fun. Are you having the best time? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sue. Snoopy is so cute. Hi, Peggy, Yvonne, Charlotta. Hello, friends. All right, so we're going to put that on there. We're gonna go ahead and set this down. Ooh, before I set that down, you know what? I'm going to get my paste ready. Okay, so whenever you're using the packets, I do recommend squeeze your paste around a little bit and push it down into where the color is at. Snip the corner right here, okay? That way, whenever you're done with it, you can just fold it back down, clip it with a binder clip or a paper clip, and then throw it in a plastic baggie, and you can reuse this. You guys, I don't even remember when I opened this up. It's been a while, okay? And it's still perfectly fine, okay? Color trays. You guys, color trays are on sale right now. I put some in the cart as well for you. Let me see if I can clean this one off real quick because, there we go. Because I don't know what I did with my whole stack of them. I'm just going to clean off this dried up paste in here real quick. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze out some paste into here. Okay, squeeze out some paste, and then I'm gonna fold this back up. Okay. All right, so I've got my paste on here. I've got my transfer ready. Let's go ahead and set this on here. Hi, Vicki, Lorraine, Mary. Oh, let me take that piece of fuzz off. All right, so we're gonna set that down. Looks even. I'm gonna press it on down. I do see a bigger piece of fuzz here. Every now and then you're gonna get some of those bigger pieces of fuzz. It's fine, just remove them. All right, let's take our mini squeegee, take it out of the pack. And then we're gonna scoop some, all right? So if you're new to this Try Me kit is perfect for you, okay? Because this has everything in it that you need. And let me just quickly explain. So on your squeegee, you see a circle there. I want you to take that circle, put your thumb on the circle, and we're going to swipe across, kind of like you're putting butter on toast, okay? You're just gonna swipe across, pulling that paste along all of the design there, okay? All of the white that we see there. So I'm just gonna put it on like that. Then I'm gonna take my squeegee and I'm going to pull it across the whole design. Carefully, not trying to get it outside of that. I have a ton of paste here left over. I'm just gonna put it back on there, and then I'm gonna come and scrape up any excess paste I have on here, okay? Just to create the smoother lines, because it is silk screen under there. All right. And we're going to pull this up. You don't want to wait too long, so I'm going to work my way over to the center, and I'm just going to wiggle my way down this way. All right, ta-da! Oops, whenever I pulled something, I kind of scratched it. I guess I pulled it too hard. Where is my mat? Here we go. So now I'm gonna clean this. Okay, I'm gonna spray it with some water. Now, some of you guys don't have board erasers. Like if you're gonna get the kit, it doesn't come with a board eraser, and I believe they're out online right now. But you can take a Clorox wipe and clean it. But I'm just gonna show you, we're gonna test it out. I'm just gonna spray it with my water, and I'm gonna wipe it off with a napkin. Okay, on the front part, you could probably wipe it down with a baby wipe, but not on the back. All right, on the back, we just want to make sure that there's no paste inside of the silk screen when we clean it. I'm just gonna wipe it down with that napkin real quick. Again, since the board erasers are just out of stock currently, I'm just trying to help you find another way to clean it. Clorox wipes will work, but if you clean it right away with a napkin, it works too. It just stains it a little bit. No biggie. All right, we're gonna do it again, but we're going to put it on something else real quick. Let me see if I can fix this one part that I got. I kind of got it there in the middle. I'm just adding a little bit of water. There we go. All right. There you go. Look how cute he is, just hanging out there. Okay? So cute. Oh, and it won't send you for the drop? Yes. Yes, comment drop below and I will send you guys the info. Except for Sonia. I'll send that to you in a little bit. All right, it is still wet, but there is room for me to do that. So there you go. So if you just want something super simple, easy, very sweet, this is great. It's all in black. Oh my goodness, scared me. Okay, I'm gonna show you one other way to do it, but with the acrylic piece, okay? So hold tight. All right, yes, that one is cute, all right? I'm gonna show you another way. So this is the acrylic piece that I have. These are on my website. These do not come with the kit, but you can get this on my spoiledbybrie.com. All right, and these fit our drop-in frames. Okay, it specifically says 5x7 drop-in for the drop-in frame. Okay. Ooh, looks like wood when you get it, but I promise you, it's just masking tape. Okay. So let's set this back down. Now this time, I want to pull this a little bit further down. Let me fuzz it a little bit more. So whenever you're working with acrylic, it's really gonna stick to that acrylic piece. Okay, so you just wanna make sure you fuzz it pretty well because you don't wanna wax this. I am just gonna line up the bottom there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally go over that piece in the middle again, so I'm just gonna cover it. I accidentally, when I was trying to pull off that piece of fuzz, I pinched it a little too hard and I pulled off some of the adhesive part. My fault. So I'm just gonna cover it up. It's not a big deal. I just cover it up. All right. Make sure you do that, especially if you're going to put it on like something using ink, right? If you're gonna use ink, it's gonna be permanent, so it's not gonna wipe off like it did for me earlier. All right, so I'm just going around that section that I taped off. Same thing, we're just applying the paste straight down and scraping off the excess. Okay, there we go. Oops. Ah! Ah! And then I just use a baby wipe. And then let's quickly pull this up. All right. We're gonna clean this again. I'm gonna show you the difference between using a board eraser and using the napkin. So the napkin works, okay? It did work. You just do have to clean it right away. But if you have a board eraser, it is a lot easier. You just clean front and back. If you clean it right away with a board eraser, I do feel like it takes most of the stain away as well. It won't stain as bad. But we're still going to come back on top of it and wipe it down with that napkin. Put that back up there. And then we're gonna put it back on the sheet because we are done with it. Okay, I left my little piece of placement tape on there as well. He's got a bobo. All right, and then I'll put it back in here too. So that way I don't have to worry about it getting messed up. Okay, so we're gonna set that back in there. Oops, fold it this way. I learned that the other day for the size A's because I kept trying to do it the hard way. Fold it the other way. and you won't have to you won't have to worry about the corners pulling up. Okay, it's back in here. We can use it again whenever we're ready. All right, so here is our Snoopy, right? You guys, we're going to color it in though, okay? But we're gonna color it on the back side, all right? Also, what I decided I wanted to do is I wanted to take this one. I think this one's called Puppy Love. It's still available too. So if you decide to get the kit, like the full Snoopy kit, you can find Puppy Love under the Peanuts collection, okay? He scratched his face, I know. What side of the acrylic you use first? No. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I'm going to dry this real quick because I want to put the clouds above him, okay? So we're gonna combine a couple of these. And then we're gonna paint from the back side so that way it's in full color, all right? All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna use the black paste that we already have, okay? Move that out of the way. The black paste we already used, and I'm just gonna go over these clouds. Okay. Scrape. Pull. And I could probably do like another one or two right here. Ah. I'm gonna do half of this big one. Oops. Accidentally got it on the side there. Okay, and then one more right here. All right, I'm just holding the transfer so I don't accidentally set it down on part of my design that's still wet. We could do a little one off the thing on this side too. Might as well. Make it a little even. Check it out. Okay. Cute. Let's go ahead and wash this transfer off real quick. Ooh. Spray it with a little bit of water. Clean it real fast, front and back. Okay. All right. And there we go. Okay, I forgot where I put this. Am I frozen? Okay, I hope I'm not frozen anymore. I tried to take it off of Wi-Fi, so sorry you guys. Okay, look how cute, right? So we're gonna dry this and then we're gonna turn it over and we're gonna paint it in on the back, okay? better? I know my quality on my computer looks like it's not very good. I don't know what happened. Am I still frozen for you guys? Can you hear me? Let me know. I can try and put it back on Wi-Fi. I don't know what happened. That's really strange. Okay, so I'm gonna peel off the back side here. Okay. So there is our Snoopy. I'm good now? Okay. So if you wanted to leave it like this, you could, right? That is what it would look like if it was on white, right? So if you wanted to keep it on the white, that's what it would look like. If you wanted to leave it with the acrylic, kind of hard to see. Okay, but there it is. Had to go out the Mac. Okay, good. It's just grainy. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it is hot in here now. Okay. So we've got it on the acrylic. All right, let's go ahead and take that back out because we need to paint it. But I do love the little clouds. I think that's cute. Okay. All right, so I've got my paintbrushes here. I'm going to flip this over on the back side. That's the side that we're going to use. You'll grab your color trays. I'm just gonna use this one for right now because I don't have all my color trays near me. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna color Snoopy and the clouds. And then we're going to color, oh, the roof is typically, the roof is black though, isn't it? Or is the roof red? The roof is red too, right? We're just gonna do it all red. I think the roof is red too. I don't know, I started thinking about like an actual roof with shingles is black, and then I'm like, wait, I think he's sitting on a red. Anyways, it's gonna be red. Okay, so I'm gonna get a paintbrush here. I'm gonna put some white in here, and I may need to spray it just a teeny tiny bit. We are not watercoloring, okay? We are not watercoloring. We need it to be more like acrylic paint rather than pasty. Sometimes pasty is a little bit too, it's hard to paint with sometimes. Okay, but if you add too much water, it's gonna be really streaky. So, find a happy medium. All right. Let's see, I got kicked out, but came back on. Okay, cool. Hi, sorry guys. All right, so we are going to paint Snoopy here. And I might have to do 2 coats. Okay, I'm gonna have to dry the first coat and then I'll go back on so it isn't too streaky, because it does look like I might have added a little bit too much water. Okay, and then a dot for the nose. Bring it down around his ear. So what I like to do is I just like to dry that first layer, and then I'm gonna go back on and paint it. No, it might be mine. I don't know what's going on. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a second coat. Okay. Let me see if I just take, I think my white paste, I just opened this white paste and I think it was actually fine to paint with. I really shouldn't have added water. But if yours is a little bit on the thicker side, add some water. If not, you may be good just to paint with it as is. I think I'm just used to adding water, so it's just automatic, but I really think my paste was fine. All right. Check it out. I'm gonna go in and scrape a little bit off of his nose and around his feet, but look how cool. So I recommend, if you don't have the detail tool, get the detail tool. And we're just gonna go around where I accidentally went over his nose a little bit too far. And just clean it up around the edges there. And it just scrapes it right off, y'all. Just scrapes it right off. Okay. It's a good little cleaning tool to have. Again, just going in and scraping off anywhere I might have gone like outside of the lines. All right, I think that looks good. Let me clean it up a little bit so I don't have these just hanging out. Okay. Much better. Okay. So I love the detail tool. It really is. Okay, so we need to do the clouds. All right, so I'm just gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight to my paste this time. I'm not gonna water it down. Okay. And we're just gonna get the clouds done in white. And this is gonna be so cute when it's done, you guys. I think this is even a great beginner project, especially if you want to try and use the acrylic piece, but doing it on the regular, like the Try Me kit, how it comes with the boards that go inside of the drop-in frames, is super cute too. But if you wanted to step it up a little bit, the acrylic is a fun little project. And the cool thing about acrylic is you can just wash it off. Wash it right off. And do it again. So if you mess up, no problem, right? If you are just jumping on, you can feel free, type in drop in the comments, and I will send you the info to the drop-in frame as well as the acrylic and like this whole kit. Okay. So cute. All right, that's one layer with the clouds. I'm just going to dry it real quick and do a second layer because one of my clouds looks a little streaky. Where it looks the same from the back and the front. Oh, make it two-sided. Yeah, we could lay the transfer down backwards and try and put it on top. You definitely could. Hi, Melanie. Hey, Jamie. Thank you. Hi, Suzanne. All right, so I'm just gonna leave my dryer here. Helps to dry the paste up pretty quick. Should put it on lower. Okay. Ta-da! It's coming together. All right, I'm gonna close up the white. Let's do the red. So I'm gonna do cherry, okay? We're gonna do cherry. I'm gonna do cherry for the dog house here. Okay. And if you accidentally go over Snoopy, it's not that big of a deal. I am trying to avoid it though, as I don't want Snoopy to turn out pink. But the paste is dry. The white paste on Snoopy is dry. So if you get a little bit over the edges, it's not going to be a big deal. But since it is red and red is a darker color, I would definitely try and avoid Snoopy as much as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and start to dry this a little bit. All right. So I was considering, should we drop the house all the way down? Because I was thinking of putting grass down at the bottom, you guys. Should we drop the house all the way down or just paint green across the bottom? I mean, into my head, I'm like, maybe I should drop the house all the way down because we know that's not the full house, right? That can't be the full house. So I'm wondering if we drop it all the way down and then I do grass on the sides. Should we drop the house down or should we just do, what should we do? All in favor of dropping the house down, let me know. But that looks so cute, doesn't it? All right. Has grass at the bottom. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, should we drop the house all the way to the edge of the frame and then do grass, or should we just do grass? You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that's his full house. Full house, yeah. Should we drop it all the way to the bottom? Drop the house down? Okay. All right, we're just gonna drop the house. Okay. Some of it will show in the frame, yeah. But that was my reasoning on why I wanted to bring it down a little bit, because I didn't want the bottom to show. But I don't think I dropped it low enough. All right, we'll try that real quick. I think we're done with the red. 3 planks for the house, okay. So I'm gonna use the transfer again and do on the front, I'm gonna add another section. Okay. So I'm gonna take this back out. Now I may have to do it the opposite way though. We'll see. We're gonna try it. Let me see if I do it this way. No, we're gonna have to go the other way. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here so it doesn't mess up the top part that we've already done, okay? And then I'm just gonna slide this up or down to get us where we need to be. All right, I think that is a good first spot here. So I'm gonna go across. do it again. So cute. So I just used that bottom part, okay, and I redid the bottom 2 times, all right, to give us a fuller house on the bottom, okay? All right, let me wash this real quick and put it back up, because if I don't do it now, I won't do it at all. I'll just forget. And then I'll be upset that I didn't clean it. All right, we are almost done. And then I've got to get going. Ah. Almost done, almost done. Okay, so cute, right? All right, I'm going back over to the back. I've got my, this is, what is that color called? Ocean Mist. Okay, I've got Ocean Mist here. Now, I was considering, do I want to dab it or do I just want to paint it? So you could leave it just like that if you wanted. What do you guys think? Look how cute. So I do really like it like this, because then you really get to see the acrylic, right? You get to see it's just clear and it sits, you know, it sits on there however it looks, right? Or if you use the acrylic mainly to color in on the back to make it easier, then you can go ahead and create a background. We can paint the sky blue and then we could do some grass down here at the bottom, right? Yes, I do. If you comment drop, D-R-O-P, I will send you the list. The link to the whole kit itself is in there. It's the supply list, and it comes with the paste packets like this for all the colors. I did include Meadow and this Ocean Mist color in case you wanted to do the background, okay? But the whole kit comes with the frame, the inserts. These are the white inserts, okay? These are the white inserts. It comes with the transfer, and then it comes with the black paste, okay? So you'll be able to make this, right? I did provide you guys the extra paint colors, the paste colors, but if you want the acrylic, excuse me, is something that my husband cuts on the side. And it's not included in the actual kit, but I did provide the link, so that way you can grab the kit, grab all the colors you need, and then you can go purchase the acrylic on our website. Yes. You like it just like this? I think it's cute just like this too. Like, yes, part of me wants to paint it, but I love it like this. What if we did grass? Let's just do some grass. I can't help it. I feel like I just can't help it. I need to do something else to it. Right? You're welcome. Yes, Sonia. Oh, that's not green. That is blue. Let's try that again. So what if I were to take grass? Oh, too much water. Still too much water. Why is there water in it? I'm just doing like blades of grass here on the bottom. And then I'm gonna paint in the back of it, but I'm gonna do the blades of grass first. Okay. So that way it's darker and that's what's up front. Okay, you can see the grass on the side. Okay, so I'm gonna dry that real quick. I might have to make the grass a little bit taller because I don't know how much of it you'll see on the bottom. Okay, but then I'm gonna paint in a little bit. Just to make it look a little fuller on the grass. Okay. Let's see. I need to do the grass a little taller, y'all. Let's add just a little bit more grass there, okay? I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see that. I was like, don't make the grass too high. And then now I'm like, ooh, well, can't even see it. That's too funny. All right. I think that will look good. Much better. And just fill it in a little bit here. Mowed the grass too much. Right? All right. And we are finished. Y'all, look how cute this is. Oh, it's perfect. I love it. Ah! How cute is that? Y'all hit the heart button for me. I sure hope that you guys had fun. And I hope you guys grab this kit. Remember, the kit comes with the transfer. It comes with the insert, so that way you guys can do the Snoopy just in black if you want, or grab the extra colors I provided and then go and grab the acrylic piece. The link is in the message. Comment drop, D-R-O-P, and I will send it to you, okay? If for whatever reason you don't get it, send me a message. I can send you the 2 different links. If you go over to Spoiled by Bree and you type in acrylic, you'll be able to find the acrylic piece, okay? It's just the acrylic piece, okay? So that is over there. It is a 5x7. This is the drop-in frame, so you'll do the 5x7 for the drop-in frame, okay? Because there is an outside the box frame 5x7, but they do not fit. They are slightly different, okay? So make sure you're grabbing the one for the drop-in frame, okay? Or click the link that I gave you in the comments or in the messenger, okay? Yay! Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It is really hot now, but I love it. And if you wanted to put, this also fits in here with it. So if you wanted to put a white background, oh, there's something dirty on it, but if you wanted to put the white in there, you could. But that kind of gives you an idea. If I were to paint the whole sky blue, it would look similar to this. And I think it'd still look cute. Like with the ocean mist color, you could definitely do that. Or maybe I should have done the clouds in blue. I didn't think about that. I may switch it up later. But for now, I gotta get going. But you guys, hit the heart button, comment drop, and I will talk to you guys later, okay? Make sure you guys follow us for more fun projects and check out any of our old stuff, okay? All right, y'all. Bye. Have a great day.